In this video, let's look at how you can find your hard bounces and unsubscribes inside SugarMarket. Over time, hard bounces and unsubscribes can accumulate, and you want to see how you can find how many you have inside the platform. These will not count towards your database limit, but it is a good idea to keep an eye on how many of these records you have inside SugarMarket. Now, the first place to find unsubscribes and hard bounces is fairly easy because obviously it's on your email campaign stats. So let's go to the dashboards, and in here you have your email dashboard. Now, when you go to an email campaign, you'll see in here, you can see your unsubscribe rate and your bounce rate. When you click on any of these sections in here, so where it says 0%, it will take you in and show you all of your records that have unsubscribed. You can actually download this to a spreadsheet. Also in here, you'll see your bounce rate. So this is just for this email campaign. So how many hard bounces did we have? And again, you can see all the hard bounces listed in here, and you can export or download to a spreadsheet if needs be. Please remember though, that when you have unsubscribes or hard bounces, this will reflect on the record inside the database, which I will show you shortly. Also on the reporting for the email dashboard, so for any email campaign, you have your recipient overview. And this will show you hard bounces and unsubscribes that were already on your list prior to sending this email. So if you go to rejected in here, you'll see we had 0 on this campaign, but if you had people already unsubscribed on your list, it will show you in here. Or if they've already hard bounced, it will also show you in here. And you can click on again the name in here, and it changes the results to see who has hard bounced or who has unsubscribed. So this is an easy way to see per email campaign your unsubscribes and hard bounces. Now you can also see the status of your hard bounces and unsubscribes in the record itself. So if I go to leads and contacts, and I'm just going to take this record at the top here, you can see in here that this person is subscribed, so they have not unsubscribed. And you can see they've had a valid email, so the email has sent out to them. We haven't received a hard bounce. You can manually unsubscribe somebody if you wanted to in the top right-hand corner, and that's a way of unsubscribing somebody in the system. Now let's go for a broader look at your unsubscribed. So maybe you want to see now, what I want to see for one campaign, I want to see across multiple campaigns or across the whole system. So again, back down to analytics in here. And this time we're going to look at standard reports. We've selected the contacts category. And in here, at the bottom, you'll see undeliverables. So if I click on run in here, we get a pop-up and it will show you our total number of hard bounces. So it won't tell you who on here, but you're getting the raw figure of how many hard bounces you have in the database. And also down here, we click run again on unsubscribes, and we have 8 unsubscribes. So that's okay. Again, we can see the number on here, but I want to get more in depth. So maybe you want to see, well, who are these hard bounces? Who are these unsubscribes on here? And this one can be a little bit more tricky. We can get all these details again, this time from custom reports. So if I go to custom reports, you'll see I've created some in here already, but all you would need to do, click on create, and you can use the report builder in here. You name your report, marketing section would be data, and category would be contacts. And you create your report and add the columns you want to see in your report. But let's go and have a look now at the reports I already built. Now, unsubscribes in here, I've already added 3 columns. So I've got their email address. And then we have this field here, opt-out. This is the opt-out field. This field can be one of 2 options. It can be N, for the value N, for November, if they have not opted out, and the value Y for Yankee, if they have opted out. And on here, I've included the opt-out date as well. So these are the key fields for searching for opt-outs. In my filter, you can see I've said contacts opt-out equals Y to only show me records that have opted out of email campaigns. So if I go to run report and I run a preview, here's all my records that I've unsubscribed. And I can see the date they unsubscribed as well. Now if I close this, let's go back on here. I also have my hard bounces. So in here, for hard bounces, there's a different field you need to use. So you'll see on here, contacts.del status, so delivery status. This can be one of 3 options on here. So it can be 0, which is known for unknown, so we don't know their status, 1, which is delivered, and the value 2, which is bounced, so invalid. And I've also added the delivery message field on my report as well. So if I go to filters, my del status equals 2 to only show me hard bounces. Now, if I'm correct, I don't have any hard bounces in this system I'm on. So if I go in here and click run preview, there's nobody to show, but it would show me a list of the email addresses and all my hard bounces. And again, these reports are these custom reports. You can download them if you needed to. And obviously then you can export them and delete them if you wanted to from SugarMarket. Please remember as well that we can push back the delivery message and status back to the CRM. So you can update records inside the CRM based on the status of their email address. Also, for any opt-outs or unsubscribes, any global opt-outs as well will be pushed back to the standard or default opt-out field inside CRM.